Alright guys, so this is episode 2. Welcome back to this little canoe restoration repair series. My name is Tristan. I'm really big into backpacking, outdoors, and photography. And right now I've, as of the last video, taken upon myself a pretty decently sized project. And I also messed up a big portion of the canoe because I pulled off all of the old vinyl off of a RoyalEx Canoe. And I've spent a lot of time online in Facebook groups, and I'm currently in a really good forum with a lot of very knowledgeable people about this kind of thing. And they've given me a fair bit of fantastic advice, and I'm going to share that with you guys so far, or at least what the plan is. But this is going to be kind of like a work in progress. I don't exactly have a set plan together yet. I've got different products and ideas that I could possibly use to help repair this canoe and get it back to being on the water. But as of right now, what I really would like to do is just to start planning out cost-wise what all I need to have happen, or what I need to spend or buy and prepare for, and also finding out what kind of temperatures are the best working days. Hotter the better. Epoxy may set a little bit faster, but also if I don't want the epoxy to set that quickly, I don't want to do it on a very warm day. So I'm gonna go back over here to the canoe, or to the computer, and start to do some more research, get a plan together, and be coming back and forth here quite a bit. Okay, so what I have figured out so far is I need to expose the foam core if there's any holes, or fill the exposed foam core with epoxy and G-Flex epoxy thickened with silica powder. I don't think I actually have any holes other than 2 holes on each end of the canoe, which I'm guessing was either used for like a flotation device or an anchor or of a sort, something like that. Reinforce any damaged areas with the hole with 6-ounce square fiberglass. Use unthickened G-Flex for this. G-Flex is an epoxy, so you just lay the G-Flex across the fiberglass and then move it down. They sell a kit at West Systems, 650 TAC 32 kit. S fiberglass to reinforce the hole. I'm probably going to end up ordering the fiberglass through what they recommended to Sweet Composites. It's got a website that's basically looking like it was built in 2004. It's an HTML website. Pretty basic looking. I could definitely pitch them on a new website, but I don't need to. It does what they need, and obviously if they've been around since then, they do pretty well. So I have to find the right fiberglass. So they have, what did he recommend? 4-ounce square yard or 6-ounce square yard fiberglass. 6-ounce square yard. $6,533 is the 6-ounce plain weave with a 2-ply twisted yarn. I don't know what any of that means. 8 mils thick. That might be what I want. 6,533 TAC 60 inches. It's about 4 feet. That's about 5 feet. It's about 5 foot. Hey Siri. 60 divided by 12.
6 times 12 is 72.
Wrong one. 60 divided by 12. 60 divided by 12. Oh my god. My math is not up to skill. 60 divided by 12. It's 5 feet. Okay. Yeah, I was right. So 5 foot of 1 yard. Fiberglass is $23. It's called S-Glass and it's through Sweet Composites. 6533 tack 60. It's 5 feet. I don't think I'll need anything longer than that. I mean, my boat is 16 feet long. And I really just want to cover about 4 feet of boat because it's the part that's damaged and the part that I really want to reinforce. I might do... Is that per? 1 through 4 yards is $23. 5 through 19 is, I think it's 19 per yard. $19 per yard. So 4 yards. How many feet are in a 1 yard? So 3 times 4 is 12. 12 foot. 5 times 5. How many feet are in 1 yard? I think it was 3. Yeah, 3 feet in 1 yard. So if I do the 5 times 3 is 15. That should work. But then that's 5 yards times 1940. $97. Stop. Gosh. I need to sit up straight. Stop. No. No. I made some homemade sweet tea. It's pretty good. Alrighty guys, so I'm back out in the garage and I got the sheet with me that I'm working off of, and it says, I wrote down, test the integrity of the hull. So that's what I'm out here to do before I even start to consider spending even more money on this thing. I want to be sure that it's going to hold up well to any extra pressure. So just gonna press into it. I'm lifting off of the, it's sitting on the bookshelf and you guys are actually on the boat at this point, so just pressing it around. Got some water dripping off the, whew, shaky shaky. Alrighty. It does seem to be handling pretty well in the sense of not wanting to break. It's not very soft in any specific points. It's still got plenty of rigidness to it. I'm going to take the camera down so I don't break it. Hold on. Okay. It's got to be kind of high up close, but actually that's still pretty damn overexposed. Bring that down. There we go. don't really have a very good way to actually test this. Now what I can do here, I'm gonna wrap this towel I used to wash it yesterday on the front, and then I'm gonna slide it up here. Oh shit. Without breaking the seats, hopefully. Not good, not good, not good, not good, not good, not good. Got it off the ground at least, and off the other pegs. And now we can see the top of it just a little bit better. I need something to brace the side of it. As it sits now, and I could even take this towel back out and then slide it underneath this. Now it's got some padding. Now we can properly test this. Seems to be in pretty good shape still. It's not soft, it's plasticky, so every canoe or kayak will have a little bit of give to it, but it's not wanting to shatter or break. And this is kind of like staying alive, staying alive. Yeah, I think that'll work. I do need to get some workhorses, or wood, whatever they're called. They recommended them. But all of this vinyl here did not want to come off, thankfully. So I messed it up pretty good. That doesn't make much of a difference at all. Can you even see that? I think you can. But all this didn't want to come off either for anything. Ooh, that wants to peel. I'm gonna try not to peel any more of this stuff. I'm gonna sand for just a minute. Because the second thing I needed to do is sand the edges of the already peeled vinyl so that I can put something or cover it in a sense, or level it out so that when I put the what's it called? I forget what it's called, but this is gonna need 220 or 120. Pull that off. I do want to show a little bit more of the top of this canoe. Now the video quality is not going to be as good because I got to move the ISO up quite a bit, but bear with me on this. And also the exposure here, not nice, not very nice at all. So this is mainly for the forum. I'm going to flip my mic around really quick. This is for the forum that I'm kind of keeping up on, trying to learn some stuff. The only real damage, I think, the deepest thing here, I mean, this is all pretty superficial. You got some discoloration, a little bit of cracking, some rock skippage, and then some UV, probably some UV damage in there too. So it's not bad by any means, I don't think. Just some discoloration, soft spots. Not soft as in touch, but like lighter or damaged areas. But like right here, you got some cracking here. Just subtle, mainly like dried. Got some bubbling here. I want to see what's underneath this, so I'm going to take the sander to this spot. And that's not soft at all either. I'm pushing into it. You can really see that. And you get that spot too. It's a close up on that crack. It's not very significant. And then on the end, it's the same on this side, but you can see the foam core in there, so I don't know what this hole would have been, but I gotta find a way to cap that off, because if that foam core gets wet, this whole thing sinks. So I gotta try and find a way to cap that off. Pull that ISO back down. You guys can see all of the layers of the RoyalEx in there. You got the red outer vinyl, the green inner coating, or the OBX. You get the white foam core, and then on the opposite side you got the OBX on the outside and the vinyl again. That's the whole canoe right now. So it seems that the vinyl does not like heat. When you sand the vinyl itself, it expands and it loosens away from the OBX or the ABS. So sanding the vinyl is not a good idea. I'll give you a little bit of an example here. I'm going to sand right here. You'll see. Expands it. Otherwise, you get it flaking and it still sticks here. But if you sand it, it heats it up and then it's peelable. So take note of that. If you're ever working on a RoyalEx Canoe, is if you want to get all of the vinyl off and then recoat it with epoxy paint or enamel paint, 100% use a sander, heat it up, and get it to where you can just peel it, just like that, until it gets to a spot where it's cold, which I didn't sand past this point right here. Noted. Don't use a sander on the epoxy or on the vinyl. It heats it up. So guys, I've gotten some pretty good advice from one of the forums. I'm going to put screenshots of all this, and I'm also going to link the forum in the description below. To get into the forum, you may have to make an account. So if you really want to know how I fix this up, go hit the forum up. There's a lot of really knowledgeable people in there who will be more than happy to help you out with any of your endeavors. But I'm going to have to work over the weekend, work my ass off, because not only do I have bills to catch up on, I also have to buy about $200 worth of materials to be able to get this done for next week. But I've got a really good start. I'm going to head back out to the garage and just sand over the canoe once more with 120 grain instead of the 220, so I can rough it up a bit. And then tomorrow, either early in the morning or in the evening, I'm going to go back out and rewash the canoe again, because I will want to see exactly what all needs to be really focused on, because there are spots where it has reached the foam core in the center of the canoe, and I'll have to use G-Flex foam, or not G-Flex foam, G-Flex resin and hardener combo, and fill in those holes and use silica to help harden it inside of the hole so it can seep down. And then I'll go back over and sand it, and then I will use fiberglass. I'll have to order that. I'll order the fiberglass and I'll lay it over top, but before I lay it down, I will use the G-Flex and continually start to press and lay it down as I move on and go. And then for each section that I put down, I'll also use the G-Flex to coat the top of it to make sure it's completely saturated. I'll wait for one section to dry, then I'll move on to the next and just keep laying it down, because I'll be working by myself more than likely. And this is the first time I've ever done something like this, like I've mentioned before. But that's what I have going on right now. I hope you guys enjoyed the second episode today. It wasn't really much to do. Just a lot of planning and R&D and learning. So see you guys in the next video. See ya.